Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's championship match between Hull and Preston. Both sides coming into this off their first league defeat of the season. Start with Hull denied at the death by Charlton last time out.
They were, yeah. It was a really, rubbish game for about 60 minutes. There was very little chances in the game. I watched the whole game and you just thought it was heading towards a 0-0. Then Charlton scored that goal through Mackinock and that puts them in front. And then it's sort of about the 75th minute, something just clicked with Hull and they suddenly just had a flood of chances. And eventually Abel Hernandez got the equaliser. I think it was the 89th minute he got it, and you thought, right, Charlton have saved a point here. But there was so many injury stoppages in the game. I think every 10 minutes there was about a 2-minute injury stoppage, and that led to I think there was 10 minutes added on at the end actually. And in the 8th of those, Charlton get the winner through Goodmanson. And I mean, no matter how much quality Hull have got in that team, and you look at the squad, it is a very, very strong squad they've got there. The likes of, you wouldn't expect Jelavic to be playing the Championship. Some of the other players, Huddleston, Akpom's a good signing on loan from Arsenal. They've still got Hernandez, who was a big money signing last summer. And it doesn't matter how many of these quality players you've got, you've still got to try till the very end, especially in the Championship where it's such a competitive league. And the goal they conceded, it was a long ball up, Mackinock gets the flick on, and just no one bothered to track Goodmanson. And the knockdown was onto the penalty spot, and he was just allowed a free run in there to head the ball in. And you've got to keep going right to the end, and that's something they didn't do there. And Steve Bruce would be surely telling his players that, because if they want to have any chance of going straight back up, they have to just try harder for longer periods. Since then they have bounced back. They edged past Rochdale in the cup and got a home draw against Swansea in the next round. But I think certainly in the league he will certainly be telling his players, you have to try right to the very end.
As for Preston, their bright start was ended by Ipswich last weekend.
It was, yeah. They hadn't conceded a goal, and then they welcomed Ipswich, who were the early pace setters. And to be honest, they matched Ipswich in that game. I think their home form had been really good going into that. I think they were unbeaten in 15 going into that. So to lose that record was disappointing. For the first sort of half an hour, they were the better team, but then Ipswich scored against the run of play through Pittman, and after that, Preston, you thought, well, wonder if it'd get away from them, but they scored a really good goal on the counter-attack. They looked really dangerous against MK Dons the week before on the counter-attack, and they showed it again there. It was a great break forward, and Johnson went through, stuck it away really nicely from him. And then you thought going into the second half, the home team might be able to sort of push on a bit, but Ipswich scored the winning goal. It was a great goal as well from Ipswich. They passed the ball around Fraser, great finish into the top corner. And to be fair to Preston, they kept knocking on the door. They couldn't quite find the equaliser. They came really close through Garner. I think he thought the ball had gone over the line, but it hadn't quite gone over. And to be fair, like Hull did, they bounced back with midweek win in the cup. They beat Watford at home. Watford were the only Premier League team to lose in the cup actually in midweek. So that was a really impressive win from them, not conceding again. So it just shows that they conceded 2 at the weekend, but back to a clean sheet against a Watford team who they had a strong team out as well. Watford, I think Vidra was leading the line, and he's a very good player. And there's certainly, I think, good signs for Preston. Jermaine Beckford's back as well, and Jordan Pickford, the goalkeeper, he's been playing well. He's been selected for the under-21s. So I think things look good for Preston, and for me at the moment, they probably look the strongest. Even though MK Dons are higher up, I think they look the strongest of the 3 promoted teams.
See them bouncing back in this match? Who do you see? Which way do you see it go?
I see Hull just edging it, I think. I think even though Preston have had a lot of clean sheets recently, I think there will be a lot of goals in this one, and I'm just going to back Hull to edge it 3-2.
Sportsman going for a 3-2 home victory.